Hey everyone, so today's video will be on this new 2026 Matchbox 5 pack. This is the Autobahn Express 6, and I believe that this is a repeat of the 2025 pack. So this 5 pack is not unfamiliar, and a lot of the castings are actually old castings. So without further ado, let's just get into it, and I'll show you the castings and I'll let you know what I think about them. So without further ado, let me just open up this 5 pack. So I have this 5 pack open, and the first casting is actually the 2020 Audi TTRS Coupe. So here it is, and as you can see, it's in a very nice yellow. So this casting is I believe been out for a while. So as you can see, the casting copyright date is 2020. So this is actually the 2019 Audi TTRS. Now on the packaging, it actually says it's the 2020 Audi TTRS. So there's a bit of a mismatch over here, which is interesting. But anyways, yeah, so 2019 Audi TTRS Coupe. I do like the wheels. These are very standard 5-spoke wheels, and I think they look pretty cool. The front details are again as Matchbox does it, pretty nice. So with the texture in the grills looking pretty good, the Audi logo as well, and the headlights, the grills look pretty decent. I think the black didn't get painted all the way around in the grills, which is the quality can be improved, but I think overall it still looks pretty good for a mainline model. So nothing at the sides. At the back do get a bit more detail. So there's tail lights. The tail lights actually there is red and orange as well, so but it's not too obvious. So I think overall this casting is still a pretty decent casting. An Audi with very clean, just a very clean Audi. So overall that's a good first casting for this 5 pack. So let's just put it behind, and let's move on to the next casting, which is the 1971 MGB GT Coupe. So, or Coupe, depending on how you want to say it. So the MGB. Okay, so let's look at the casting copyright date. So this is a 2019 casting. A very interesting vehicle, like it's just a very vintage looking vehicle from the 1970s. A very long just front portion where the driver sits towards the back. I think the wheels are nice, it's from that era. The front details, again, Matchbox does good front details, so you do get some headlights, not the best, but you do get them. The chrome grills look pretty decent, and then again, nothing at the sides. And then looking at the back, you do get the MG, and the MGB GT, as well as the tail lights, which is pretty nice. So quite a bit of details for the back, and overall decent casting. But just personally, I'm not from this era, and so I have no connection to this car, but I think it looks pretty decent. So I think so far the two castings are all pretty nice. So then let's move on to the next one. And the next one is this 2010 Mini Cooper S Cabrio. So again, let's just take a look at the casting information. So this is the 2011 copyright date, Cooper S Cabrio. So this one has the scale 158, which is a pretty big scale. I don't think that the previous two cars had the scale. Let me just check. This one does not, and the TTRS does not have the scale as well. So the Mini Cooper S Cabrio, I think it's a cool casting. Definitely a cool casting. So being a convertible, you do get to see the interior. I think that the details are quite decent over here. So the tail lights look good, really good. So you do get the text over here, Cooper S, and even the rear, you do get some tempos for the Mini Cooper logos, although it's really not a lot, but you do get some silver for the logos. So overall the details are fine. Again, I like these wheels, and the front, I do like the Mini. Just look at the Mini logo. It is super small, but it is still quite clear, which is very cool to see. For a mainline model, I think they have really excelled in the details. So this is good casting, and when you compare it against a larger car, it does look a little bit out of scale, but I think overall it's not too bad. So I'll park it close to the other cars, and let's move on to, actually I'll go on to the last vehicle first. This is the BMW M5 Police. So let's just look at the base. The scale is 1/64, and it's a 2014 casting. Now this one, there are like so many Matchbox police cars that have this Polizei German, pardon my German, this sort of livery. So I mean they look fine. This grey and blue, I think it looks quite decent. The wheels are nice. The light bar, it's cool as well. And usually, for cars with this Polizei livery, they don't actually have the front details done, but in this case you can see that it is actually pretty well done. So props to Matchbox for actually doing this, right? MBX, so Matchbox, Polizei, nice grills. The details are actually pretty cool for these BMW. I think, yeah, just really nice. You even get the little bit of a blue at the bottom lip, which is just really cool. The back, yeah, so there's nothing here which I expected, but yeah, so usually they don't even have the front tempos, but over here I think it looks pretty awesome. So that's a cool one. I actually quite like this police car. And then the last casting in this 5-pack is the Bentley. So this is the 2018 Bentley Bentayga, and I think this casting does not have an interior because the windows are just super dark. Let me just shine a light on it and see. I don't think, yeah, so you can actually see into the car and you can see that there's no interior, but that's only if you shine a torchlight into it. But under ordinary lighting it's just very dark, right? So the Bentley Bentayga, it looks cool. I do like these wheels as well. These are pretty cool realistic wheels. So now the front tempos are very extensive, right? There's so much details to look at for the front, which I think it looks very nice. So I mean, I really love Matchbox just for this reason, right? They do very clean tempos on just street cars. In the back as well, again, the details are just amazing. Bentley, nice tail lights, exhaust, everything you need, just nothing on the sides. So yeah, so that's the end for today's video. So we have opened the Autobahn Express VI 5-pack for 2025-2026. Now I think if you were to ask me which casting is my favorite, I would have to say overall the best casting would be the Bentley. Even though it has no interior, I think the details are done really nice for this Bentley. And then actually second, I would actually give it to the BMW Police, followed by probably the Audi, and then the Mini Cooper, and lastly the MGB, which is not a car from my era, and therefore I just don't have that much of a connection to it. But yeah, I think this 5-pack is decent. I think that the cars are pretty decent, and the castings are pretty well done. So overall, I think it's a slightly above average kind of a 5-pack. So yeah, that's the end of today's video, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.